And so the question is, how good are you at factoring? If you're good at factoring, then this is going to be an easy lesson. And that's from a few weeks ago. We did all this factoring of quadratic equations like this. Okay, so you see you get the same answer like this that we got by graphing. Again, the graphing method was not real accurate. We just did the best we could. Where does it cross the x-axis? Boom, boom, all those points like that. Those are solutions when it's equal to 0. The whole point is when it's equal to 0, it's going to be on the x-axis right there, okay? And solving by factoring, get it equal to 0 and factor, and then you can try each factor, set each factor equal to 0, and you're going to have it right there. All right, so something like this. Here's an easy one, right? So the thing to do is, we've already got it equal to 0. X squared minus 5x minus 6. How do you factor something like this? It's got to be x times x to give you x squared. If you're multiplying two numbers together to give you a negative, you know the signs have to be, that's right, different. So you know one's positive and one's negative, and so you're looking for two numbers that multiply to give you 6, and since the signs are different, they have to subtract to give you 5, all right? So if this was a plus right here, if this was a plus, the signs would be the same. You'd be looking for 2 and 3, because 2 times 3 is equal to 6, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. But because the signs are different, you're looking at 6 and 1, because you have to subtract to get 5 because the signs are different. See how that works? Which one's bigger? Well, you want a negative 5, so you better put this one, the negative one, bigger. And so it's like this. So again, if we multiply these out a long time ago, right, we started out by multiplying, hey, FOIL or whatever you learned a long time ago, distributive property. X times x is x squared, x times negative 6 is negative 6x, 1 times x is 1x, 1 times 6, negative 6 is negative 6, and then you combine those two together and you get x squared minus 5x minus 6. And so we've just proved that this is the same as this, okay? So the idea is to get it in factored form though, because in factored form you say this times this equals 0. The only way that can be true is if one of those factors equal to 0. So x plus 1 equals 0 or x minus 6 equals 0. Subtract 1 from both sides, x equals negative 1, and add 6 to both sides, x equals 6. Final answer, negative 1, 6, okay? So there's an answer in solution sets. The only two numbers in the whole world that make this a true statement are negative 1 and 6. Just out of curiosity, what do you think this would look like if you graphed it? Okay, and you can check this, by the way. You can fire up your calculator and graph it. What would it look like if you graphed it? The thing it would look like, I don't know, I don't know where the vertex is. I don't know where the axis symmetry is. We might have to do a little work to find all that. But I know that it would hit the x-axis at negative 1 and at positive 6. Negative 1 right here and positive 6 right here. That's the 2 points on the x-axis. Those are the two x-intercepts, because that's what we found, the solutions to this equation. So that's where y, or f of x, is equal to 0, is where the place is on the x-axis there, okay? Now, if we want to review a little bit graphing and all that, I'd go negative b over 2a would be my axis of symmetry. It would be somewhere in here. The vertex, since this is positive, I know it's opening up. That means the vertex is down here someplace, and so you'd have something like that, obviously. You can do it on your calculator. You can get a good idea. Just do it on your calculator and look at it and see if your answers look right. If you're factoring correctly, they should. All right, hold that thought. We'll start with another video.